day, another stream. In fact, this could be one of the last ones I've streamed of basically building the AFK farm, the slimy farm, simply because it's almost done, for one thing. But also, someone else on the server has a bit of a problem. It seems they've been doing some investigation around their home, and they found a whole bunch of like underground mine shafts and spawners and stuff, and they don't like it. They basically want people to go in and try and just, basically disable it, get rid of it, and make sure there's no real problems involving it. So yeah, I think it'll actually be pretty fun. I mean, there's a little bit of treasure you can get out of that. Although I'm late game, so late game. I mean, late game would basically be defeating the Ender Dragon, I guess. But middle game, I guess. Treasure isn't really the big draw that it would have been. Even just maybe a month or so ago with my play. At the same time, I mean, it's an XP farm. I'm helping somebody out on the server. Sounds like a great idea. Let's do it. First, though, I do have some other tasks to do, mainly that farm. So. Alright, with that... Oh, yes, actually, I should probably go off my plans for that. Although, I guess first off, we'll do a quick round of cleanup over here, and then... Oh, yeah, no. That's not worth moving over. AT production looks like. Kind of lousy. But I mean, not too surprising. This is not my best shot at one more gunpowder. We'll take that over, actually. Alright, so I think I've got everything I need in terms of glass over there. Might as well take you with me, anyway. You with me, anyway. I don't need wood, quite frankly. I can stay. Blackstone, done. And probably take some glass with me just as an emergency. Going for black, wasn't I? Could be handy, but let's get a little bit of variation in there. I've got a little bit of... a lot of lime dye, actually. Yeah, actually, for something that's mainly aimed at slimes, I think it makes sense to sort of have a fair bit of green involved. Take you ones for some variation. Might as well take the black dye, too. That's really all I need, Cliff. And I guess I could swap you. Go. But, I don't know if you heard there. That's another creeper. Oh, he did not drop anything. Disappointing. I think that's what I need. Oh, right. One thing that would be great would be some sort of leaves or spider webs. I got cobwebs here. Just two, though. Oh, tons of leaves, though. Oh, yeah, let's bring that. Okay. I think that is all I need for my AFK spot. Alright, and now, well, I guess basically waiting for the daylight to go over, let's just go over the basic plan. I've actually roughed out sort of a rough guide of what the actual spawner looks like over there. In fact, let's compare the isometric view versus the actual one. You can see pretty close match. I don't think it's perfect necessarily, but I've tried to capture pretty much everything about it. From the elevation of it to where all the spawners and capture things are. Because the important thing here is that a player's spawn, basically mobs will only spawn within a radius of 128 of a player. If they go outside of that, they basically immediately despawn. So you want to try and have it such that every key thing within there is within 128, but you want to exclude as much other stuff as possible. So for instance, with this, this is basically at elevation y equals 63. Well, that's 63 layers of dirt and debris, and we know for a fact there's some sort of a dungeon right around over there. So we don't want mobs to spawn in there. So it'd be great if our our radius 128 bubble was outside of that. At the same time, of course, we also want this radius within here. So, you know, if you're trying to balance those two, the best choice, well, okay, the other choice is basically to destroy all their land and prevent any possible spawn there through some sort of like TNT duper, world eater, that sort of thing. I am not at that stage yet. I do have my ancient debris set aside for it, though. I just need more slimes, hence the farm. Yeah, there we go. Right. So yes, I've roughed it out. I don't know necessarily how accurate the dimensions are sideways, but it's approximate at least. You know, it's within the realm of plausible. And then finally, with all this set up, you go around and you put in an isosphere, and you see exactly where it lies. And you can see now, none of that is sticking through. You know, it's not like everything has disappeared. It's just that, you know, the isosphere is so large that, you know, it basically, you know, nothing there is sticking through. But, you know, it now means that everything's within the spawner itself. They're within the range of spawn distance. If you look at the height on that, I believe that is 108. Yes. So essentially, if I build 108 blocks above the center line here, that is precisely what I'm sort of looking for on it. Now this axis is sort of set to 0 right now, but that's actually fairly convenient for me because 0 in this case corresponds to water level, you know, y equals 63. So that 108 means I build up 108 blocks from water level. So I obviously have to subtract off, you know, some of the height that's there. Why this thing is above? Well, I know that's 70-ish above there. What I'll probably do in order to make sure I've got the height right is just get a bunch of scaffolding. In fact, I should probably do that now. Get a bunch of scaffolding and use that to measure exactly the case. Because I can basically just put, you know, 108 scaffolding in inventory. Well, okay, a stack and, you know, a share of 108 would be 44. A stack of 64, a stack of 44. And once every single one of those is down, boom, I'm at the proper height. And then I can use that to sort of eyeball where exactly I should be. Quite convenient overall. So yeah, good news is I'm out here, but we're going to build that scaff. Probably going to actually build it. And yeah, I've got about 20 TNT now. So if this takes more than an hour, that actually might be enough time to go hunting for ancient debris. But as you can sort of see, you know, I'd not, you know, there's other things I could potentially do. You know, go looking for that fortress, go looking for treasure. You know, I do still have that treasure map I've got to deal with. Yeah, in the meantime, where is my bamboo? I've got some string over here. Let's see what my bamboo stalks are like. I probably should have set this up, but oh, there we go. Oh, that's sugarcane. Oops. Alright, so I need that. And I need string. Okay, well, that'll give me a lot of bamboo. Scaffold. Let's see, 6, 12, 18. Oh yeah, it spawns 6. 108. What's 108 divided by 6? 108 divided by 2 is 54. 54 is 9. Okay. Exactly what I need. Oh yeah, no, I forgot. It takes 6 bamboo to actually create these. So it's dividing by 6, and then, yeah, okay. So, alright, if that was 54, and that's precisely half of what I need, then, yeah, 9 again. Oh, but I do have some more on the other side. I'll tell you what. Set up a backup stack like that. Mind you, you can never really go wrong with, you know, having as much scaffold as possible. It's something that's almost universally useful. I'll take advantage of the fact that I've got some scaffold over there to make it easier, but I think that should be about it. I've got a bunch of dyes to play with. On the other side, I doubt that I've had another creeper come down the line. That's okay, I'll just consolidate the gunpowders. Oh, do I have... No, I should grab some sand. There we go. That should be enough. With that, we head out. Build that AFK spot. Close this door. I don't know if you can see it, but I added some kelp up there too, since that's incredibly handy for building the AFK spot itself. Now, I think I've got enough. I'm gonna need 108 kelp in order to build that. Yeah, that's fine. And I think I've got that over there. But if not, I mean, I can always just come back here because I've got what little I've got over there is dwarfed by what's over here. I mean, look at all that. And there's actually even more way over there, so I'm not exactly worried about it. You know, it turns out I do not have enough. So there's a slime hanging out up there. Not hanging out here. Fortress would be just super handy around here, but gotta go and do some exploring to find that thing. Down here, Beckham. Oh yes, I've got my stone cooking. Oh yes, I should pull that out. There we go. Replenish my stone as well as this poor nether pick, which is taking a bit of a beating. Alright, no, I think actually I moved all my... Oh, there's the rest of my scav. Perfect, that's more than enough. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I think I moved all my sand, or sorry, all my gunpowder away and used that to build. So, let's go and check what's come through the traps. Probably not much since I haven't been AFK. I got a little bit of slime, a little bit of gunpowder. I think I shall take it. Spider eye over there. Disappointing, but that is now enough gunpowder. There. That can build me some TNT. Where you at? Boom. Alright, so TNT, slime. Now I gotta remember to take you back. And now I've got 3 full stacks of scaffolding. But alright, if it's 108, then I've got to go up. It was 44, yes. Oops, that's not quite right. But 42, 44, there we go. Pulling back. There, if I plant all of these on this ground here, since I believe this is, let me just double check. It is, ugh. Now this is a bit annoying. There we go. No, I think that's actually 1 down, if anything. Or no, sorry. That. This, I think, was 1 up. The actual layer itself was 1 down. I think that really is at sea level. Oh. Another way to check. Water buckets? Yes. Let us take advantage of this, shall we? Since there's nothing exposed, I can just sort of... Safely traveled. Okay. Let us keep track now. This right here is y equals 63. I don't really get this way that easily. Okay. That's 63. Flip over here. 4. 5. 4, 63, 64, 65, 64. There you go. 63. Pufferfish, don't care. Spruce sapling, sure. I'm pretty good with my dies, so I think I shall pass. That was at 63. Excuse me. Excuse me, buddy. Yeah, 63. 64. Oh, okay, so it's 1 up, actually. That's alright. Good thing I checked. Alright, so I was 1 higher than I figured. That's good. Okay. In that case, then, I will have 1 scaffold left when I place this up. Let's place the scaffold. I want it to be as close as possible to spot there. So how about just right here? All of you go down. And then it goes quiet. Although that's sort of fading out kind of effect. Okay, now I've got to leave 1 behind here. Two. There we go. You. Okay. Leaves I'm gonna need. Grass I'm gonna need. Oh, did I have any more? Yes, I'm gonna need all of you. And oh shoot. I have to go upwards to get the there. That I will definitely take with me. I should have some logs though. Birch blocks, perfect. Makes things a little bit easier. Didn't want to crack into that. Don't need any blocks of quartz or anything like that. The flint can stay. Oh, should I build another portal up there though? Honestly, I think I'm good. Oh, what time are we looking at here? Oh, it's midnight. Or, sorry, it's nighttime. Alright, with that, get a building. So that, horizontal with that, is our goal. Probably best actually if I stand on this one. And you remember this whole thing. Oops. Go back and get it. No, I got more of it. It'll be fine. Alright, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more cautious now. Maybe a little more cautious. else there. All right. I'll take the shield off. I mean, nothing can really hurt me up here. So, only thing I got to worry about is phantoms. No, but I just stopped. It's fine. Okay, so I've got 3 days to worry about phantoms. Unless someone else shows up on the server who has not slept. Then I will be annoyed. Now you can see this is going to be a problem here. Not just because there's a lot of land I've got to make spawn proof, but there's also that village sitting over there too. And I mean, I don't want to destroy that village. So I got to try and come up with some way to make it spawn proof. I think my goal is basically to take advantage of the fact that with those villages, there's usually a ton of torches around. I don't have to be very close to, spawn proofing over there that I would have to be with other spots. Plan is basically just to sort of set up a bit of a corridor around those spots, such that I don't actually have to spawn proof every last thing. Now let's sort of spawn proof the bits that I need to. And how exactly am I going to do that? Well, I've got a decent amount of torches on me, but mobs don't spawn in water. Probably the best thing I can do is actually just flood this entire area. And then just for the cost of 2 buckets, everything's set. This isn't a very heavily trafficked corridor. I really don't, I'm pretty much the only person around on this section right here. I think there was somebody actually further away from spawn than me. Yeah, from spawn. But I haven't heard or seen much from them, so really don't know, if they're even going to pass this way. And I mean, I haven't actually even seen any nether highway to them from my spot, which would be, given that somebody has now breached, the nether top, as you've seen multiple times in multiple videos. Yeah, everybody's the same height, good. It would be trivial to sort of go along and actually extend that out. The fact that they have not, just they're really not. Oh, and I'm out. And this is why I brought spare. I mean, sure, you can build. I mean, sure, you can build a nether highway to yourself on the lower parts of the nether. But it's so much easier and so much less hassle to do it up top. Faster, too. So the fact that there's no sort of nether top, I think there is suggestive that the person who was over there built themselves a home, got bored, left it alone. No problems with that. If it ain't fun, don't play with it, The game, we're supposed to be having fun with it. No shade if it is not your thing. Look at that. Look at this really nice village over here. Such a nice spot. If I wasn't so attracted to my mountaintops, my snowy mountaintops and biomes and stuff, it'd actually be a decent spot. Also don't like the trees and all that, which, I mean, I love trees in real life, don't get me wrong. But within Minecraft, they tend to sort of obscure things. It's easy for mobs to sort of hide out and protect themselves from the day. Actually, a bit of a death trap, quite frankly. Oh, trees in Minecraft. Yeah. Trees in real life, pretty awesome. Around that one. So much better. Less misfires when it comes to laying those out. I think we're over halfway. Only that many left, huh? I'm trying to think I don't have enough glass for this. Go wrong on that. Oh well. There's a reason why I brought a whole ton of glass with me. Wish I had more black dye though. That's easy enough to find. Yeah, I am in no hurry here whatsoever. Now what else can I talk about? See, I do have more FSG shenanigans to talk about. Actually, might as well dish a little bit about the project I've been working on, since I do tend to be a touch cagey about such things. I mean, I don't think I've made it a secret that I'm not a fan. I really love the concept of filtered seed glitchless, but I don't like the way it's currently implemented. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the security thing and all that. Security model, I don't think it's, good idea. Execution just needs improvement. The seeds themselves I have no opinion on. I assume they're okay, since I've not seen too many complaints in that regard. The community, of course, disagrees with me. Well, okay, not of course, but generally speaking, when it comes to the battle between, got exactly 4 left on me, huh? Do I have Depth Strider 2 on these? Yeah, I actually could. I'm up, I think. Alright, so I think this will be the plan. Lay out these 4. Lay out the water. Spot for it. In the center. Oh, wait, no. This is the half block, so I can actually put it in the center. Water like this. Okay. break this. Yeah, that stays. And I'll just go down. And honestly, I'm going to need a water column in here anyway, so. And so I descend. Make that a little faster, descend. Is it as high as I wanted? No. But it's pretty close. And you can see, actually, oh, we're up a little higher than I thought. Oh, now I'm here. Let's grab myself some sand. What's that in there? Okay, oh, you got the right one. And sacrifice my coal. I got 35, that's enough. I think that will hold quite well. Alright, let's have ourselves a little nap. Now, thank goodness I brought those 3 stacks over there. Problem is, though, I've got only 2 dye to go with it. If I can get 16 more blocks, which is annoying. But convert that to 32. Unfortunately, just some black ones right there. So that'll get me up higher, another 8 higher. So do I convert to dye? Do I go kill some squid? Personally, I don't think I should go kill some squid. Alright, I don't wanna... Oh wait, hang on. I can get a little bit more out of this. Okay, that will be enough to get me up 12 more blocks. I should do a little squid killing anyway. There. Rid of the good stuff. And other stuff. There's all the help that I'm gonna need. I need that bucket for something. Alright. Leave that out too long. Alright. Up this way then. Grab ourselves a little squid. Alright, sheepy. Oh, I didn't want that. That's not bad though. Depth Strider, I should have enough strength to get him. This is not my favorite sword, but it should work. I'll hang around near the shore, near the shower a bit, so I can see the squid a little bit better. And then swipe away. There's almost always a ton right in front of my home, so take full advantage of that. Nice to take the long route back, though. Just because there's a decent chance I could actually see or run into a bunch. Yeah, look at that. So close, yet so far away. Take a crafting bench up there with me. See if I've got any crafting benches sitting in spare. There's tons of them hanging around here, so. Look at that. That's. Okay, well, I mean, there is world tilt on there, but. 12 blocks might be enough to do it. Oh, squid! There's usually a ton around here. Well, I guess one other nice thing about this. Never... Oh, here we go. Never get enough of that view. Like, my next home is going to be underwater. Alright. There we go. Oh, there you go. Got 3 for that, that's nice. Okay, I think that's enough. I put my boat. Oh, my boat, of course. Over here. I was silly and just decided to leave it out in the open. You come with me. And together we go this way. My inventory. 5-minute detour. We did get a really nice view of the area underneath the icebergs. Always love. Always love that view. Managed to get it in just in time. Alright. So let's pull out my glass. My glass. Glass. And kelp, I think, is best done from the bottom up. Yeah, it has to be done from the bottom up, actually. The reason I can't do it like that. Full water buckets would be good. What kind of want you? Got wood for a crafting bench, and you guys are all fine. You can just chill out. Oh, I'm just totally curious. Yeah, look at that. Bunch of slime, bunch of string. I will take it. I'll take that as stick. Why not? I mean, not bad given that, you know, these slime balls are only supposed to spawn at night. So, take the stack, why not? Alright, so I think I'm now up to 22 TNT overall. Pretty much. Go over there, string can go away. Oak leaves still need. Gunpowder might as well leave behind too. Sound? No, I got tons of glass here. I'm not worried about that at all. Yes, the only thing left that I wanted was this. There, so I can do a little bit of firewire repair if I must. Oh, there's my soul sand. Ooh, no. Did I forget it? Soul sand. Okay. This is going to get a little bit interesting with the fact that there's already a water column there. But I got a plan for that. Watch this. And see, now the water is blocked away. We've still got this up here. I come along with pickaxe. You out, we'll place soul sand in there instead. And then basically, ta-da! you anymore, so I'm just gonna go back and get radio. Oh, there's the porch. Oh, gotta take you over there first. Full sound. Okay, kind of viable, actually. You know what? Why not? I'll put you in here. Why not? Do I have? Yes, I've got some granite here. Dirt, since I got wood for temporary blocks. The dirt's easier to break. Okay, tell you what. In case of temporary blocks, I'll swap that out. Help, I've got my ink sacks. There. Glass. Okay, yep, that's good. You can see it's nearly night though. So I should probably hang out down here. Wait a little bit for time to change. Gotta wait for night. I guess I could talk about FSG in the meantime. Not a big fan of... No, really love the concept, not a big fan of the implementation. And obviously, you know, put up or shut up. And I actually talked about that, you know, a couple of streams ago. I came up with an alternative version. And, well, nobody cares. Although, to be fair, I am terrible when it comes to promoting these things. So. I don't think it's less that nobody cares, but more that just nobody really knows. And thus, you know, it's like, okay, well, why, you know, are we going to use an alternative that... Right. Does this end? You know, are we going to use an alternative that we don't even know about? But on top of that, I mean, everybody's kind of accustomed to the current system as it stands, you know? There is a good set of filters, which produces a good set of seeds. And everybody likes that. And the important thing with players is they just want a good seed. And the current system delivers that perfectly. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Panicking a little bit there. Yeah, I think that works out. Yeah. So yeah, you know, from before it only looked like I was, what, 7 blocks off? Now, no, not so much. That's okay. That's what I got these and these for. All right, the community basically is like, we like the current system. Yeah, fair enough. I have said my piece. It has not swayed minds. You know, repeating myself is not going to serve any purpose whatsoever, so leave it at that. The real problem that the community sort of has with it, though, is that the current system is slow. You know, it's not hard necessarily to run something and all that, but, you know, people in the community are quickly coming up with things to try and make things faster. You know, like they're running multiple versions, you know, basically doing everything they can to try and, you know, speed up the seed hunting process. And interesting. But, I mean, it's especially interesting for me because one of my favorite hobbies is making fast programming code. Look at how close that is. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to go, I think. Okay. I'm going to take some ink sacks. Die. And that will get me a fair bit. So, I'm going to put 1 in there for now. That gets me 4. Yeah, I think I need one more at least. All right. Ink sac to black dye. Glass around here. That up. And get me another stack of panes. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. And then I can decide what to do for all that. Okay, now for the tricky bit. Reclaim my crafting bench without losing it. Bye. Oh, there's a reason why I brought birch planks. Center myself. It's alright. The community is happy with what they've got, more or less. But they want something that's faster. I happen to be good at fast. So, why not help the community out by juicing up the existing code? And so, for the last weekish or so? Ooh, that's very close. I think one more layer, and then I put a layer of glass. This is it. And then from here, look at that. I'm right in between there. So, here's where I switch over to glass. Now, I think some lime green dye would be best for that. One crafting bench, please. I have, in the past, actually created 16 crafting benches by accident. Not fun for all involved. Okay, let's go with dark green. No, I think lime green will stand out better against the sky, because a lot of the times people are going to be sort of looking up at this. And you can sort of see this light green, this lime green, is brighter than this darker blue. And generally speaking, if you look overhead for the sun, it's actually quite dark. Actually, it can be darker than this if you got a polarizer. Yeah, I think it's the lime green that I'm going for here. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to undo decisions. Unless I go back, of course, and get my appropriate pick. Yeah, yeah. I can get this. Okay. There. One there. Carefully dance around. Now I think I've got enough margin. I can cut this way a little bit. Now, unfortunately, by putting the AFK spot directly at the center here, the best spot is basically just you hang out in here. I think what I need is some way to encourage players to, me, to sort of, oh, actually, yeah, let's take advantage of a little bit of my black glass here. Create a sort of mini bullseye. Oop, there we go. Look like you need to be a little bit higher. Honestly, better to be a little bit too low than a little bit too high. Just because I'm worried about entities despawning as well, too. I don't think it's, a big problem. But I don't want it to be a problem whatsoever. It's very difficult to actually tell what exactly is happening. Alright. Gonna need another black dye here. A little bit more glass. Black stained glass can sit out. Right, I need a little bit more. Yep. Let's throw you in there. You know what? Let's do clear glass up here. Here, layer one. Although, just to prevent any accidents from happening, a water column in there. It's layer two. Need one more layer up. Not the proper spot. Even worse, actually. Maybe I should go with it. Tell you what, let's just see what it looks like. And then I'll decide if I like it or not later. Don't really like that sort of... Although, having said that, what's going on the roof? Leaves. If this is going to be an AFK spot, we need some protection up top here. One thing we could potentially put up there is cobwebs, because it turns out they block light. You can't... Well, actually, I kind of like the sort of line there that you get from it. It kind of makes it feel like there's some sort of... This is part of the scaffolding, like it's an actual thing here. Anyway, answer myself here, though. All right, yes, the yes, so if you need some sort of block overhead in order to prevent phantoms from spawning, because as long as you've got something overhead, it won't spawn, with one proviso. You can't have a clear block overhead. So for instance, I can't actually take some glass and enclose my roof on there. That would not actually block things in. Now, I could maybe throw some slabs up there, but slabs aren't, really transparent and all that. Turns out there are two things which make a decent cover, which, are... Put green up there? I wonder if I should come back and just layer a bunch of green in here. The problem with that, though, is I think people are going to like to look out from here. So it honestly makes a lot more sense to sort of leave it like this, I think. Yeah, this is the thing, you're sort of in your bubble here. But yes, there are two things that are transparent, so mobs can't spawn on them, but not transparent enough to allow phantoms to spawn. Cobwebs, leaves. Cobwebs, as you saw at probably a glance in my inventory, I only had about 5 in total. Not enough to sort of cover this area. Whereas, I've still got 30 left of leaves. So I guess maybe when I go and do that dungeon hunting, I can take some shears with me, collect some spider webs, and come back and replace this. Because this, especially with the texture pack I'm using, is a lot clearer than the leaf pack that I've got sitting right here. So that work out quite well now. That's going to be kind of annoying to get rid of it. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to lose a fair bit of scaff, but bamboo is a renewable resource. Thanks to the various mob spawners I've got tons of string. So, do I care? Not really, no. All right. I've got my kelp, but you can really only put the kelp in from below. So I'm going to swap in the kelp right here. The bucket should stay away. Now I think there's an actual block sitting somewhere here, so if I'm lucky, I can spam it. No, I can't. It's got to actually attach to the ground. Oh. Down I go. Really nice view. I really kind of like leaving it out like this, even though it's a little bit dangerous. Simply because it allows you to get a little bit more view, and if you're flying with an elytra, you know, if you're really good, you can actually come in and... second spam. You can actually fly right into the column. Pick this up that way. Yeah, you can see I've got spawn problems inside here. You know, that thing, a couple of skellies. I gotta fix that. A little bit of time before I drown. Alright, let's go slide. Alright. Now if we go to the very bottom and break that, that should convert into a proper water column. Ooh, trippy. Hopefully that's not doing much for the compression. I've got pretty high settings, so it should still come out looking okay. Yep, now if I bust this up. Oh, look at that. But of course, it's a suicide jump. Yeah, see, down is the problem. Some of this kelp here. Obviously, renewable resource, I don't really care if I have any or all, but it's nice. Yeah, shoot. This is a problem. But that's okay. I'm somewhat landlocked over there. Somewhat landlocked over there. But there's a decent puddle right here. So how's about... we go for a dive. So much nicer if you've got an elytra, but me. And I mean, I'm spawning right over there, so I'm not going to lose anything. I just go to sleep to make sure there's no mobs around. I mean, in theory, I could just sit here and, you know, accumulate both gunpowder and mobs down there, but I don't think that makes for a very interesting stream. Got a little slimy. Those little slimy things. Alright. Go for the jump. Woohoo! Made it. But now I'm outside where all the mobs are. Hi, dude. You feel your line, huh? Ironically, had I just waited a little bit longer, it worked out quite well. But, I mean, now I'm getting a little bit more slimes. Oh, crap. Great. Just what I love. Woo! Can't see me. Alright, let's chill out here. Get a little bit of energy back. Then maybe go and repair the damage. That was a little bit closer than I intended. How am I doing? Oh, it's barely been touched. That's super lucky there. I mean, technically, I guess I could just poke through here. That's not so good. Oh, whatever. I got tons of stone to replace you. In fact, let's leave this out for now. And there we go. All back to bed. No. Ugh. Destroying everything. This is not good. Not good at all. Okay. Oh, where did I... Oh, shit. Where did I put my stone? Got you guys, but I don't need those. Did not grab any stone at all. Yeah, put it on this side of the barrier. And put it on that side. Can't do that though. Alright. Going up. Over there. Just that area. So I really only need stone and stone and clock quartz. Yeah, there we go. I can speak. Between those two, I should be good. Grab another quick snack. That worked great, but now I need to okay. You're gonna chill. Yeah. You're gonna chill, I'm gonna chill. We're all gonna chill together. Yeah, look at that. Oh wow, yeah, this quartz stuff has like no blast resistance. Oh, shoot. Yeah, there you go. Ta-da! Now, this looks a little bit ugly. So let's repair it. I mean, I don't really care if people see underneath here. This is still preserved in terms of integrity, so fill this in. Technically, mobs can spawn there, though, so... I guess I should, anyway. If my whole plan is to try and maximize my spawns, it's gonna make sense to, you know, block off these as much as I can. That should be pretty good. Temporal AA. Gotta love it. I gotta love it, I mean hate it. Alright. Let's take down... Rescue this poor thing. Should put some sort of proper wall over here. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I think it's time for this thing to come down. Maybe I should build myself. I mean, obviously, I need some sort of wall down here. I think what I'll build. And that's gonna take out a torch. But I think what I'll build instead is like a little ladder area to allow you to get up. Sorry, what do I have for... Oh, I got wood and sticks. That should be enough for our. Pop you back in. Kind of sadder. Been there, done that. Oh, that's all sticks, okay. Alright, so that's my racing stripe right there. Come and tidy all this. There. And yeah, I should probably throw one more up top here. A dirt block. No, it's gotta go. Oh, put a stone on it. There we go. We've got a nice unified look all around here. Technically, I should get rid of this. What are you doing? Alright, ready for the big pop? Raining! Almost none of them are coming on to me, or are coming to me. Very disappointing. Oh shoot, I don't even have. Oh man, okay. Get rid of some of this junk here. Slime balls. Slime balls are not junk. Take that back. Bones I can get rid of, arrows I can get rid of. I've got way too much dirt. Dirt I can get rid of. These I'll just put in the bag. Not bad. I think I'm doing a little assist here. Whoop. Can I make this jump? Not convinced, but I'm not going to die from the fall. Alright, better than I thought. Oops, too far. There we go. Staff is stored in here. So, toss you in there. Fill you up. Use someplace a little bit more visible. That's a decent collection of, I gotta be honest. I could still get more though. Never leave a scaffold behind, even though I've got more scaffold than I know what to do with right now. There we go. Sufficient. Look at that. 3 full stacks of scaff plus 1 extra. Oh yeah, I was gonna put my... Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out for that one. Oh well. Back to the racing stripe. That's not anything. I know. I'm going to leave that without a racing stripe. Simply because I'm worried about destroying all the... Yeah, because this is directly at the area where all those tripwire hooks are. So if I break that, the tripwire hook's going to die on the other side. You know, it's not going to be a good scene. So let's not do that. Oh, look at... Wow. I am set for life when it comes to slime. I expect that. Whew. Alright. Well, jeez. I was not exactly AFKing up there for long, as you just saw. That is impressive. All right. Note to self. What a crow. There we go. Got that. Oh, gunpowder. Oh, actually, while I'm at it. Pull out gunpowder and a stack of that. I'd actually have room. Might actually have enough TNT to go hunting. Alright, that's 5 here. Plus the 20 I've got back home, so that's 25. That's, I mean, I'd prefer 32. I'll take it. Alright. Oh, yeah. We can fix this, though. Yeah, you know what? You cover that area right there. Oh, but I want a torch. Correct. So, yeah, sure. That works. It's covered well enough. I guess I want like a visual reference to sort of lead you up to there. So, torch right there, I think it does a good job of that, even though it's a little redundant. So, let's get rid of that. It should still be bright enough so you're not going to get anything from the wind. So 14, 13, 12, 11. Yeah, that's fine. Get a few more torches here. I'll put one there. Put one there. Yeah. I like the double torch look when it's coming down too. One there. Hide one up there. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, that should protect. That should still be dark enough that it's not going to cut into witches spawn. Yeah, but there is. Actually, I should be really careful about this one. You're 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Oh, that's not enough for anything to spawn. Okay. I'll take that. Alright, so TNT's up here. Back. Ring is stored in here. Good. That might die. It would be kind of nice to get up there, though. And... no, I decided against that, actually. So. Over. The organization here is just atrocious. Atrocious. Oh my god. Who organized this thing? Test ticks. Now look at that. I got cobble down there, cobble up there. Come on. Come on, come on. This is just something to drive you nuts over. Look at that cobble. Block of quartz. Might as well consolidate you back up. Dies, yeah, I'll just take the stone out. Oh yes, but I'm gonna keep that ladder. Okay, so I'm gonna throw you in there, you in there. The glass though. There. Good. Flint, you can keep that. I'm gonna throw the rest of my glass up in here. Got a rowboat in case of emergency. Help, whatever, don't care. And I got so many planks. I think I'm just not like that. Alright, timepiece. What? I'm ready to go. So with that, let's get rid of this night cycle and move on to spawn proofing. Spidey is trying to come at me. I'm gonna make the jump over here. Walk off here. And there we go. Alright, now this is all slabbed off. I don't really care about protecting this. This is not, though. I don't have enough to make slabs. Oh yeah, I can reach it from here. Sweet, okay. Alright, let's... oh yeah, I keep forgetting it's this. Let's grab a couple slabs, just in case. Slabby, 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 slabby. Perfect. And now we spawn proof. This actually looks like a good spot to start, honestly. What does that look like? Well, you remember when I was working on the ice farm? I found that if you basically put water out in a diagonal like this, it would self-reinforce and fill itself in. And you could use that to fill basically arbitrary spots. And so, as long as I keep track of where the last spot is, I can just go along like this. Look at this. I've now got a nice full coating of water right over here. Now I don't have to go completely full with this, but of course the fuller it is, the better it'll work. You can see this is coming in and filling in all these cracks too, which is super awesome. Let's just carry on with the filling. This is also why it's a really good idea to have depth strider on your boots. That's already kind of disappointing. Well. Oh. This is one reason why I have dirt. Actually, I'll keep you buckets out. And patch these up. Nothing really to worry about. Yeah, this is not working too good though, so let's fill that in. Good, good, good. Obviously, these are going to be a bit of a pain. Oh, you could come up. Alright, and with that, carry on. Oops. Look at this. Look at this beautiful area here. Bucket, there we go. Okay. Diagonal. There we go. Now we've got these ones restocked. Oh no, I don't actually. Okay, there we go. Oops, you go back. Alright. Oh, come on. Yes. Perfect. You're coming out. That's good. Alright. Fill in some of this. I got a nice solid line right there. It also means infinite water source. There we go. Okay, I should just do a fairly productive session. Just sort of going along through here. Filling all this in. Here. That's all solid. No infinite water though, so strange. Alright, you're infinite water at least. And you're not. Oh. You're infinite. Okay, whatever. You filled in. You're infinite. Come on. And you go. No. Good. There we go. Got that. Oh. I know infinite water supply. Is it because of this? It must be because of this. Alright, whatever. Create a water source for that. Makes sense a bit. Well, I think that worked actually. Go. Not infinitely. None of this stuff is infinite. It's super annoying. Yeah. I'm working hard. Well, this is creating an infinite water source. Alright, let's try this. I'll fill a little bit more water. Okay. Time is getting late. Tell you what, let's go up top here. That's infinite. Perfect. Oh yeah, I was gonna fix this. Alright, you know what? I really want to get this ladder in place. Let's do that. And there we go. Of course, what's great about this is I don't have to worry about falling off anymore. You know what? There's a bit of sound. Excellent. Commercial. Alright. With that, back to more infinite water. Oh, nice, that worked. So the water supply. No, you did not. Yep, you did though. Infinite. 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 Sweet. Enough. Yeah. Secret infinite water source. Back in here now. That's not so good. Water source. Okay. Yes. Give me my infinite water sources. I'll just carry on with these diagonals. Oh yes, I should probably get back to my earlier tale. Okay. Love the concept of FSG, don't like the implementation. Worked on a new implementation. Nobody's too interested. What they are interested in is a version of the old thing that runs fast. And as mentioned, my hobby is making fast code. And so, hey, why not take my set of skills and apply that towards speeding up the current FSG system itself. Oh, nice. Oh, I don't even have to do proper diagonals. I can actually just go like this. And so that's pretty much what I've been doing for the past couple of, well, past week. I've not sunk, weeks into this yet. Oh, there you go. That worked. That worked. Good. Mr. O. A lot faster. Speaking of that, I've managed to get a sizable improvement in the speed of the current FSG code. And this is not by actually changing the filters themselves, but just changing the way the search is done. I'm applying some of my... applying some of my comp sci knowledge. That. Oh, hang on a sec. I guess it's just not filling in properly. Oh well, whatever. This. I'm loving this. I guess not. I guess that works. There we go. Don't mark that, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I've seen speed increases of... Well, I mean, it really sort of depends on what you want. Because I have some things which do, sort of really increase the speed of it. But you sort of have to make compromises with what you're willing to go for. Like, for instance, you might think, make it multi-threaded. That would be a great way to, fill everything out, make it fast. It's basically, just free parallelism. Writing multi-threaded code is ridiculously tough. Especially if you want to maximize performance. A lot of people have just written threaded code and been like, it works, whatever. Not realize that they basically screwed themselves over. I had the water physics down. Oh well. Alas, I do not. This is where a diagonal approach will work better. Oh well. There we go. Back to infinite water. Get you in. Oh. Oh, there's a reason why I carry 2 buckets. No, I want you done. So now, oh, not wrong, not that one. This one here, please. I knew what I was doing. The game just didn't. There we go. Oh, you're in. Perfect. Put you in. There we go. Proper input water source. Whoop. Understood. Okay, so I'll put you. Yep, you now become infinite. Perfect. There we go. So how much speed improvement have I seen? Well, easily an order of magnitude. Like literally, seeds are 10 times faster to do. I think it's quite nice. This needs more work. One. Come on. Yep, now I should have some more infinite water. Perfect. But yes, it looks like it's an infinite supply. Sorry, it looks like I can achieve a good order of magnitude speed increase, which is great. The catch, of course, is what do you want in return? There's one problem I've noticed with the threaded client, for one thing, is that it's not 100% reliable. Like, I've run into instances where... Please stay there. Yeah, there we go. I've run into instances where it'll actually disagree with, I think it's the odds of it are about like 1 in 2,000 of it actually coming up with a different seed. That. A little sheepy. Nope. Oh, I got me a spider, huh? You see me now. You need a little bit more too. Oh. There we go. Got my infinite. I think that's good enough for now. Okay. Spot. Perfect. Good filled in. Good, good, good. Alright. Head back. Grab ourselves a good nap. Hopefully. We will. Oi. Bugger. Oh. That is a little bit morbid. Those two. I guess not. Oh no, you know. Right, this is going to be a little bit trickier than I thought. Just get a lot off. Alright, well, whatever. If I don't get back in time, that is cool. Perfect, more infinite water. Because basically all I'm doing is just filling in. Oh darn, I'm filling in more than I expected to. Such a shame, such a shame. Perfect, more water. No, I'm doing okay. Nobody's really spawned around here. Nothing's coming after me. Just carry on with this plan. I'm getting good at this infinite water stuff. Oh, maybe not. Yes, there is consistency problems with the threading one. And I mean, some of the speed ups are a bit problematic. Well, not really problematic per se, but they sort of go against the grain of what the person who wrote the original client intended. Like, I can speed things up by about 3 times just by getting rid of the cryptographically secure random number generator. You know, that speeds things up immensely. In fact, if you calculate the sort of impact that it's having, it basically actually it overwhelms seed finding, at least for structure seeds. I'm sorry, if you're not sort of aware of how Minecraft seeds work. Back in the beginning of the game, it basically just used Java's random number generator to create its seeds. Java's random number generator, though, was kind of restricted in how it did some of this work. Like, it never really used some of the bits within the random seed that it had. Whew. Very Enderman. Also, I kind of want to aggro him just for fun. Yeah, you know what? Ender bro's chilling. Live and let live. Especially since I've got a... Two hots down. No, I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to avoid bright water, but I'm also not going to aggro him either. He ain't harming me. I should not harm him. That was bad placement. You. There we go. Perfect. Alright, the infinite water wave. I should put a bit more water here. There we go. You're in. Man, infinite water. Thank you. Yep. And now I'm not having as much luck with infinite water sources. Well, I didn't even need to bother going in for the night. It just magically worked out. Perfect. Let's go a bit further forward. Perfect. Better. There. Infinite. There we go. Made that. Oh, not you. Oh, not infinite. Okay. Not infinite. There we go. Good enough. this? Okay. I'm back up here for some kind of water. You. And, okay. Yeah, how does that work? Minecraft, explain your physics, please. Division. Okay. Yes. We have an infinite water source. That's infinite too. Sweet. Not infinite. Shoot. Okay. No, you're not infinite. You infinite. No, not you. Good. Let's fill that in. Yeah, so right now I am running a bunch of benchmarks on my code. All protected, good. Not want to inadvertently kill my portal. Hang on. Oh, shoot. No. Okay. Okay, let's just pick up some of this stuff. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Alright. Let's see if I can remember where this torch goes to. Of course we can. There you go. That just looks weird. Let's throw that in there. I have slabs, yes. I'm going to need slabs to spawn-proof all this. Alright. I don't have... So annoying. Alright. Anything I can put there temporarily to prevent spawns? Boy. Oh, actually, hang on. There's one thing I could put there. There we go. Now spawn food. Odd. Alright, well, since this is just weirdness. Might as well make things easier on myself just by doing that. Alright, and with that, back to spawn protection. Okay, good. Yes, although I'm gonna have to deal with phantoms in a little bit. Good, that's what exactly was intended. Thank you. Worked. That one there. I'm hoping to unveil some of my work in the next... related to stuff in the next day or two. I mean, I've still got to finish a write-up on it, so... And obviously, I am still busy with other things, like researching that. That will take up some of my time. Perfect, we're good. Yeah, I've got water around me. Oh, here we go. And... so sad. I'll come to you. You chill out, I'll come to you. Go. Kelly, if it wants me, huh? Let's go. Just hang out over here. Okay. Okay. I thought I would hit infinite water with that. I guess. Nope. That. Better come from it. Yes, he is not very good in the water. I might even complete the water going over here by the time it even gets over. We keep getting this luck. Look at that. Alright, you wanna dance, huh? You're slow. There we go. Now that. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go up there and build that at some point. In the meantime, though, probably best to carry on with this. That works. No, what? That water kind of diffuses them a little bit, doesn't it? There we go. Sure. Yep. All I'm looking is for infinite water. There's some infinite water. Look at that. Oh, now I've got a really good infinite water supply to fill this stuff in. What is there to talk about? I think that's pretty much it. Probably do a little AFK here and take full advantage of this. I don't know if you necessarily need to see me spamming water the full way, so I might do a little bit of offline work on that too while AFK. Okay, not truly AFK, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that works. Double slime. No, it's man. Alright. Can you insist? One slime ball for that. Oh, that's disappointing. I got so much. I mean, while this may not be my favorite sword, it does have some good enchantments on it, so I was kind of expecting more from it. Work underneath that. You alert, Mr. Creepy Scary. There you are. Alright, let's take you on. Where's that? Not hearing anymore. Alright. That. There we go. Look at that. Powering it in. You know, before long, I'm gonna definitely become an expert at this. Great at making code fast. Great at filling this in. Actually, one bit of analysis I'm really quite proud of with the project to make filtered seed glitchless even faster is relating to the biomes. The original author had a good idea when it came to sort of basically limiting how many biomes were looked at before the code moved on. The rationale for that is just some biomes would never result in a good seed. So it didn't make much sense to throw time at... Oh, nice. Chain reaction! So it didn't make sense to throw, you know, time at a structure seed. I never did explain that, did I? I think that's, yeah, that's where I trailed off last time. Alright, Minecraft just used to use part of the random number generated with the seed. Sorry, Mojang used to. As they started adding more and more to the game, though, decided, oh, that's a bit silly. And so they actually started to use some of these unremaining bits for other things. As it turns out, you can kind of divide it into two basic categories. The old bits that I really didn't use much until recently. Those were basically just all focused on structures and things like that. So they sort of get called structure seeds for that reason. The other stuff tends to relate to all the new biomes that they've added. Because, I mean, they had the Nether update, they had all the other things related to that. And that, you know, rather than just simply reuse the thing there, they're like, hey, we've got this portion of the random numbers that we're not actually using, so why not just put them to good use? Oh, they did. Yeah. And so there is a structure portion to it, so named because most of it's related to structure, and a biome portion, so named because it predominantly controls biomes. It's, again, a little bit more complicated than that, but you get the gist. As you can imagine, the older code, sort of using the older stuff and all that dates back from a time when computing time was precious. And so a lot of the stuff they used to actually generate, you know, structures related to that, the structure seed portion, actually goes really, really fast. There it goes. Yeah, I created like that. Nice, I can just create a nice chain like this too. I did not realize that. Let's take full advantage now, shall we? especially, dealing with older computers which aren't necessarily as fast. They tend to be very quick when it comes to that. Whereas the newer, by the time they had started to add all this other stuff, it wasn't a big deal. But it was actually just better that they come up with something, fairly random. Really stretch things. So, biome tests, the biome portion of the seed is really, really slow to test. Whereas the older structure part is really, really fast. So you kind of want to have a balance between how you calculate those two. And in my case, what I did is basically just took the existing code that was there, and I've done some research on just what the appropriate limits are for these two seeds. Yeah. This horse is over here. That's it. And so I actually applied a little bit of math, and pulled out my favorite Bayesian techniques, and bada bing bada boom, I've actually got optimized. Okay, come on. It's okay like that. So I've actually spent some time trying to come up with optimum. Oh my god, what the heck? Spend some time trying to come up with optimum values for you are perfect. Stuff, and I have not actually done the necessary tests on that, so that's going to take a little bit to figure out, is it genuinely faster or is it not? Once I do figure that out, I mean, might lead to more improvements, certainly because it's a lot better tuned. And surprisingly, for some of the... It's very heavily dependent on the actual tests you use. Figure out, which... Yeah. No. Of course. There we go. So, no guarantee. The math behind it is fairly solid, but math, of course, will lead people astray. We want actual results. The only one thing I'm not accounting for is the actual time it takes to handle a structure seed, which you think would be top form for what I'm looking for, but actually no, not necessarily. Far more important to consider just what are the odds of running into a seed which will never actually generate a biome, just because of the way the structure portion is situated. There we go. This is going to be fun to look at on a map afterwards. But I think I have hit my time. And much as I love sort of divulging some of the secrets of what I'm working on, I think you're probably a little bit bored of me just laying down water for the past half hour or so, something like that. Alright, well hopefully next time we'll be doing a little bit of adventuring, but until then, we shall be seeing you later. one quick coda. While doing all that, you might be interested in just what exactly I picked up. So, in the interest of full revealing, slime balls. 17 gunpowder. And a bunch of string, too. Nice. Meanwhile, over here, just 4. Not the best haul, but, I mean, I'll take it. Sticks actually are a little bit more appreciated. But with that, I'll be seeing you later.